Hello dears, today we are going to speak about children's folklore. Counters, teasers, orals and riddles in it. Acquaintance with folklore occurs in a small little man since his earliest childhood. From the first month of life, the baby hears the mother's tender voice, catches her intonation, learns to distinguish between moods. The most native person in the world sings baby lullabies, and through them the crumb feels the love and care with which mom gently refers to him. Becoming older, the child learns by heart funny poems, remembers puzzles and counters. All this forms it as a person helps to develop training of memory, thinking, imagination, attention, and speech takes place. Children's folklore is an integral part of life of every little man. Without it, the child does not become a person. The development of the emotional sphere becomes impossible. After all, when a mother sings a lullaby to her baby, he reacts emotionally to her, calms down, feels comfort and satisfaction. Moving games develop the child's physical activity, help him to join the peer group, become a part of it. Riddles contribute to the development of intellectual abilities. Genres of children's folklore are known to all sorts of puzzles, pastels, zaklichki, counters. Their knowledge often becomes a kind of path in the children's collective. The children often tell each other different her stories, teasers, counters. That is why a child who does not attend a kindergarten and is brought up at home may not know what children transmit to each other, and in the future it becomes difficult to him to adapt in peer environment. Folklore in kindergarten is often a special reality necessary for the full growth and development of crumbs. Lullabies. The lullaby is the first genre of folklore with which the child gets to know by coming to this world. The kid still does not know how to speak, understand the surrounding reality, but by means of a lullaby song becomes involved in this world. Mother's voice sounds tender and gentle. She is tremblingly stroking her baby on the head. Never afterwards he will not experience in relation to himself absolute love as in early infancy when he is loved, but not for any merit, but in itself, simply because he is. That's what children's folklore is capable of. Lullaby songs lull the baby, give a feeling of perfect peace, joy, happiness, comfort. The baby grows happy, often smiles, he dreams of rainbow dreams. Here are some examples given about the lullabies you may read about and you may find in any folklore books. For example, Баю, баюшки, баю, yes, заюшки, заюшки, lolly, lolly cradles, yet the girl is full in. Gully began to roar, yes, my sweet fell asleep. Pastels. The meaning of the word past is derived from nature. The mother who sings to her infant of a little girl performs various actions, shows where the baby has a leg with the pen, and in fact imperceptibly teaches him to understand the signals of the outside world. Feeling after affectionate touch of the mother's hands, the child simultaneously receives the emotional component of the interaction, both spiritual and informational. The more mother pays attention to the baby, the better for his development. The sooner he will remember that the legs are needed to stomp along the path and the handles can be clapped loudly in the hands. Examples of children's folklore in the genre of pastels can be found in any children's books targeting the age from several months to 1.5 or 2 years. Swirls. Swirl is known as a genre where an elementary game situation is created and some simple activity is played. The goal of the nursery rhymes is to cheer, to get the child to respond. For example, when playing with the baby in the ladushki, then from crumbs it's required to carry out simple actions, claps. In addition, the child necessarily raises his mood, he laughs cheerfully. All these joyful emotions bring folklore. Kindergarten nursery rhymes can be used as entertainment and cognitive activities, for example, after a day's sleep, when you need to cheer up with kids. Swirl is designed for children from 1.5 to 3 years. Examples of children's nursery rhymes are given below. You may use it while using folklore, reading with children, or in kindergarten also. Teasers and jackets. Which child has never heard verses like greedy? Hardly. The kid enters the kindergarten as he is attacked by a whole of different expressions and teasers. Often they are used by children to the place and out of place only by chance. Nevertheless, all this is children's folklore. Teasers teach social communication, and then they should be banned, not, but much less punished for this by children. If you forbid them to use поддевка, children still come with something of their own. Strange as it may be seem, these rhymes have filled socially significant personality. The child is much easier to communicate with peers if he knows children's folklore. Teasers play the role of kind of determinant, which makes it possible to understand how a child is a member of a collective, knows how to live in it, and understands the laws of its existence. Thus, even the smallest child being in an unfamiliar group will quickly figure out what's what. Riddles. Kids love riddles. Riddles not only provide fun but also help children learn to think and reason. Our selection of riddles includes some silly ones, some old favorites, and some that make kids really spend some time thinking. All of our riddles have answers provided. Find some you love, share them with friends. Kids enjoy sharing riddles with their friends. At school or playgrounds, any place kids gather. It helps relieve stress and also helps fight boredom. So when kids learn riddles, it breaks up standard learning but yet allows the brain to continue to work in a whole new way. It may teach problem-solving skills. Problem-solving is one of the most important things we can teach our kids, and riddles help improve kids' problem skills. It may develop critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is a key component kids use while solving riddles. As kids solve riddles, they learn how to critically think more in depth, which improves comprehension and creativity. It may expand vocabulary. As kids read and solve riddles, they are constantly expanding their vocabulary. They are learning new words and multiple meaning and ways to use words. Riddles for kids help kids understand words by using words in a variety of different contexts to help expand your children's vocabulary. Share their knowledge. As kids learn riddles, they have the opportunity to learn new skills and words and then share them with others. They can share these riddles with siblings, friends, teachers, and even parents. As your child shares this knowledge, it is not only reinforces the skills they are learning through riddles, but learns socialization skills as well. It creates bonds. By sharing the love of riddles with your kids, you are helping them create bonds with you as well as their peers. If your child is shy, sometimes it just takes one riddle to get them interacting and laughing with peers. This interaction creates lifelong bonds with their peers. So riddles establish a love for learning. When kids first begin telling and trying to solve riddles, it is fun. They love it because it makes them laugh and they enjoy figuring out the riddle. They don't realize they are learning why they are doing it. Riddles help establish a lifelong love of reading. So here are given some examples for riddles, and they are riddles and brain teasers for kids. The best type of riddle is the one that keeps us laughing. Here are some of our favorite funny riddles for kids. First one is, imagine you are in a room that is filling with water. There are no windows or doors. How do you get out? You might think about the answer to this riddle and find it's very amazing. The next, what two things can you never eat for breakfast? Why do bees hum? If you threw a blue stone into the Red Sea, what will become? What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? The letter M, of course. What goes up and down but never moves? Which letters of the alphabet has the most water? You will buy me to eat but never eat me. What am I? I have wings and I have a tail. Across the sky is where I sail. Yet I have no eyes, ears or mouth, and I bob randomly from north to south. What am I? Mr. Blue lives in the blue house, Mr. Yellow lives in the yellow house, and Mr. Black lives in the black house. Who lives in the white house? What has hands but can't clap? A girl is sitting in a house at night and has no lights on at all. There is no lamp, no candle, nothing. Yet she is reading now. What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? You walk across a bridge and you see a boat full of people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible? The more you take, the more you leave behind. What are they? They come out at night without being called and are lost in the day without being stolen. What are they? It has a neck but no head and wears cap. What is it? So we think, dears, that these riddles will be amazing for you and you may use them while bringing up your children or while teaching your students, little kids in your kindergarten. Here are some tongue twisters, very easy ones, and so you may use while teaching your kindergarten kids using these twisters, tongue twisters. So a fat cat sat on a mat and ate a fat rat. A sailor went to sea what he could see, and all he could see was sea, sea, sea. I like white mice, they are very nice. Fresh fried fish, fish fried feet. Fried fish, fresh fish, fried fresh. I have got a mother, I have got a father, I have got a sister, I have got a brother. We live together, we love each other. The next tongue twisters are also very interesting, which you may use and laugh with your crumbs. I feel I need a deep sleep, for example. The fifth one, sit a bit, sit still till I kill the fly. Good, better, best, never let it rest till you got it better and your better best. The hole is on the first floor. He loves best who loves fast. The cook took a good look at the cookery book. A little girl with a pretty curl. Elizabeth's birthday is on Thursday. My name is Aunt Bill. I live in the ant hill. My name is Fat Cat. I like to eat tasty rat. My name is Dolly Doll. I have got a red ball. My name is Funny Fox. I sleep in the box. So that is the end of our lesson. See you the next time, dears. Goodbye.